Hello and welcome back, everybody. We got Monday Night Football on tap tonight with the Vikings versus the Bears. Should be a fun one. It's been a pretty exciting week one, and that should only continue today. Now, if you guys do not already know, we do have a free prop betting app through Android or iOS. Go download Props Optimizer there. Absolutely free. Today is the last day of no ads. Then for the following weeks of NFL, we will have ads. Or if you don't want to see the ads, it's only $10 a month. So come down, download it, give us a try. You'll see all the picks you see here on Props AI on our LineStar app, also on Props Optimizer. Now, for today's show, if you are listening live, we are going to go into the NFL props for Monday Night Football. Then we will break down the game and go through DFS and do all your prop bets. On the YouTube channel after the live, I will split the two and post separately also, just to give you guys all the different ways to watch. Now, thank you all for joining me. Greg, thanks for showing up. Gil Ticket, what is going on? Happy to see you guys all. Hope you all had a very, very good and profitable weekend. It was a solid one for us, but let's dive in and keep going. We're going to jump straight into it. Had a decent week for NFL here. We have 11 picks here on the board, and we're 7-4 for that weekend. Now let's get into these Monday Night Football picks, and I'm gonna start off by Olimade Zaccheaus, and we're gonna break it down. So game wise, it's gonna be a close, tight game. Zaccheaus really came on in the second half with Jaden Daniels last year and was just consistently used and consistently getting targets. And what we saw in the preseason was more of the same. He logged 64% of the Bears receiver snaps in preseason, and I expect this to keep going at least for the beginning of the year until Luther Burden really gets it going. I don't expect Burden to be a big portion of this offense starting week one, and with that, I think there's plenty of room for Zaccheaus, and this line at 17.5 is just too low for me in such a good spot. Sorry about that. It's just too low. I think the Bears are going to pass a lot. We got the new Ben Johnson offense coming over to Chicago. While there might be some growing pains from the changing system, overall, I think this Bears offense is going to be much improved. We're going to see a better Caleb Williams this year than what we saw last year. He showed some flashes last year, but being actually coached, I think, is going to be a big benefit to him. And 17.5 for the amount of play that I expect from Zaccheaus is just too low, and I think we need to hammer that over. LineStar is at 23.5, or Props Optimizers 23.5, consensus at 21.9, both well to the over. So I like the spot, especially as best odds are to the under, consensus are just slightly to the over. I like the spot altogether for Zaccheaus. Next, we're going to Odzune, 47.5 receiving yards, and we are going to go over. LineStar's at 49.5, consensus at 54.7. So consensus does like it a little bit more than we do. And lines and sportsbooks are, slightly to the under, pretty much even money, slight plus money to the over. And that's part of the reason I like it for sure. 47.5 is too low. I expect Odzune to have a much different role in this year's offense. Over the last four, he averaged 37.3. Over the season, he was in the low 40s. receiving yards per game. And I think this is a spot that Odzune is going to kind of play as the primary receiver. I think Odzune is going to take a little bit more of the Amon-Ra type role, whereas DJ Moore likely takes a little more of the Jameson Williams type role, where, you know, he can have those big, huge outbursts, but the consistent, you know, in and out, day in, day out, week in, week out, I think Odzune is going to just eat a little bit more of that target share. And with the uncertainty of those roles, I think this line is just a little bit low. I think he's a safer play than DJ, and we can hit the over. I am expecting, you know, 50 plus receiving yards from him easy. I think he's going to be hyper targeted, and it's a spot that we can definitely go to. If we look at the daily matchup tool on the LineStar, the wide receivers definitely ate a little bit versus Minnesota. Both defenses here are solid, but Ozzune's in a great spot to get over. Last but surely not least, we're going to go over to the Vikings, and we're going to TJ Hockenson. Higher than 42.5 receiving yards. LineStar's at 52.2. Consensus is a little under at 41.8 here, but I still like it to the over due to the fact that we are getting plus money on the over side here. And TJ Hockenson, Jordan Addison is out. Jalen Naylor is likely to play here. And then we have Adam Thielen. And Adam Thielen, you know, obviously just brought over from Carolina, is not expected to play every snap. He is going to be a little limited. He's still getting involved in the system. Now he's a vet receiver, knows a lot of systems, knows football in and out. So I expect him to be able to transition quickly, but they've already said he's not playing every snap, and he's only going to be in for a basket of plays. We've seen this in, you know, some other situations over the weekend, a little bit different, more holdout situations, but Juwan Jennings, McLaurin are to name a few, and they just really didn't get that much run. I expect kind of the same in this spot. Now, Juwan Jennings also got hurt, which just adds to it. But all in all, I think that's how it's going to happen for Thielen. TJ Hockenson is essentially going to step in as the second target in this offense behind Justin Jefferson. And I think the Bears have been very, very good to wide receiver one. I think Jefferson, while he is an absolute elite talent, is going to get a ton of coverage, and Hockenson can eat underneath. He averaged 42 receiving yards per game over the last 4 last year. The Bears gave up 49.3. Hawkinson's going to get pretty much all of the tight end work. And if we look at what tight ends did, you take out Musgrave, you got Fant 43 yards, Laporta 43 yards, Hockenson 52. Kittle went nuts versus them. I think the most likely path is Hockenson getting plenty of work today. So those are our 3 props for the day. We're going to throw them up here. We got Zaccheaus over 17.5 receiving yards, TJ Hockenson over 42.5 receiving yards, Rome Odzune over 47.5 receiving yards. Now, if you're on our YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe to our channel, all that good stuff. And if we go 3 for 3, one lucky winner will win $20. So thank you guys for watching the prop show.